Look at this. No, seriously, look at this. This is how I found out. A pop culture tweet. No breaking news banner, no headline from the New York Times, not even a whisper from CNN. Just this tweet from Popgrave, squeezed between celebrity gossip. This is how I learned that Hamdan Ballal, an Oscar-winning Palestinian filmmaker, was attacked, beaten up, and detained in the West Bank, days after standing on the stage at the Dolby Theatre, in front of all Hollywood, days after being recognized by the Academy. And now, nothing. Silence. For those of you who don't know, let me tell you what actually happened, because the mainstream media surely won't tell you. On March 24th, Hamdan Ballal was breaking his fast for Ramadan in his home village of Susha in the occupied West Bank. That's when a group of masked and armed Israeli settlers ambushed him. They beat him with sticks and rocks. This wasn't a scuffle. It was a targeted, brutal attack. While he was in an ambulance receiving treatment, Israeli soldiers pulled him out, blindfolded him, and detained him overnight. He said they kept him in freezing conditions, mocked him for winning an Oscar, and refused to explain why he was even being held. Let that sink in. He stood on the biggest stage in the film industry, and days later, he was blindfolded in a military base, dehumanized, injured, and silenced. Now tell me, where is the outrage? Where are the tweets? Where are the solidarity stories? Where are the celebrities who preach about justice, who cry on stage for human rights, who hashtag every trending cause? Where is the Academy? The same Academy that handed him that Oscar. Yuval Abraham, Hamdan's co-director, publicly asked the Academy to say something. He begged them to speak up, and you know what they said? No. They declined to comment. They claimed it might not be related to the film, as if that justifies their silence. So, let me ask this. If this happened to a white filmmaker from the UK or the US or even Israel, would we see this same deafening silence? If Leonardo DiCaprio or Quentin Tarantino had been attacked or detained abroad, do you think Twitter would be this quiet? All the celebrities, all the media outlets? I'm disgusted by this industry's selective outrage. This isn't just about Hamdan. This is about the story he dared to tell. His documentary, No Other Land, is about the Palestinian community in Masafer Yatta. Family who are being forcibly evicted from their homes. Kids growing up under constant threat. A life lived under military rule, with settlers taking more land, more space, and more lives. The film tells the truth. It's raw, it's powerful, it's political, and maybe that's exactly why Hamdan was targeted. Because when a Palestinian uses a camera to document his people's sufferings, it threatens a narrative. It threatens the silence. And Hollywood? Hollywood can clap for you on Oscar night, but don't expect them to clap when you speak truth to power. I said this before and I say it again. I'm disgusted. I'm sick and tired of the performative activism. I'm tired of watching the same industry that preaches empathy ignore a Palestinian filmmaker after he was beaten and blindfolded. The Academy said nothing, the celebrities said nothing. But we don't have to be silent. If you're watching this, don't scroll past this story. Share Hamdan Ballal's name. Share what happened. Watch No Other Land. Read about Masafer Yatta. Speak up in places where others refuse to. Remember, silence is a choice. So is courage.